Well, hello, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to yet another live stream. I hope everybody is doing well on this fine Wednesday evening. It is the last evening of 2025, you guys. I wanted to stream earlier today, but was unable to. But luckily, I'm able to get back to you guys here and stream one last time here in 2025, and a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. I am still getting over how the Eagles played. Was yesterday for us, but technically last week for the team. Just wow, it's been an absolute crazy game. If you want to watch that game, check out my channel. You do not want to miss it. It was a great game, so make sure to check that out. My throat's feeling a little weird right now, so hopefully I'm not coming down with anything. But I got my water here, so that will help me out today. But listen, guys, we are going to do this. We're going to do this game between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. So looking forward to it. I am looking very much forward to it. See if the Eagles can pull off win number 11 on the season. Oops, I'm adjusting myself right now. And I do not have a lot of space. But anyway, the Eagles trying to get win number 11 and try and win out for the rest of the season. If they win today, this will be their third straight win. That'll be matching their longest winning streak, which happened to be in the beginning of the season. So the first three games, they won all three. So yeah, so looking to match that hopefully, and we'll see what happens from there. We have that Washington game actually coming up. We've successfully caught up. The Eagles play at Lincoln Financial Field against the Commanders on Sunday at 4:25. So look forward to that. I will not be in town for that, and I won't probably be able to watch the game. So that's going to be a bummer, but they're not really getting, I think it's still possible for them to get the second seed, but they're okay with being the number 3 seed. So, and because they plan on resting all of their key players like Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, like a lot of them. So, yeah, but we're focused on the Bills today. So, let's do it, you guys. Let's just hop right into the game, you guys. This is going to be also a good game because for the first time this season, we're playing in weather. So, this was a Sunday afternoon game. It doesn't really matter. 4:25 or 4:15. Same thing. It was heavy rain almost the entire game. So that's what we're going to have it on. Not light rain, heavy rain. So that'll change things up a little bit. See if that affects the score in any which way. But yeah. Alrighty, guys. Let's hop into the stream, you guys. Hop into the game, and I hope you guys do enjoy this presentation of the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Buffalo Bills. Here we go, commentator voice on. Well, good afternoon from Highmark Stadium, the home of the Buffalo Bills. It is a rainy, you can't even see. You can barely see the fans in the stadium, but the Bills and the Eagles ready to play some football. There was a slight chance of snow, this being snow, so not nearly as fun of a game, but despite the weather, fans are out here players are out there ready to play some football. This heavy rain should be throughout the entire game. We do not anticipate this rain stopping. You can barely see the field, but let's get some football in this afternoon. And here we go. So Josh Allen will begin for the Bills. The Bills do get possession here as the Eagles have won the coin toss, chose to defer to the second half. Ray Davis takes it up to the 31. So we'll see what happens with these Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here is a up the middle run by James Cook, a gain of 14, and the Bills have got the run game started. The Bills a gain of 14 to kick off this drive. First and 10 from the 46. Another handoff to Cook. This time taken down. Only a gain of 1. That is Adoree Jackson who took him down. And it's 2nd and 9 from the 47. Motion from Shakir. The pass is caught. Pass is caught by Terrell Shavers. No, it's incomplete. I thought it was a catch. It's hard to see. I do apologize if I do miss any calls here because it's hard to see. I thought he hauled it in, but it is an incomplete pass. I think we'll be seeing a lot more incomplete passes with this rain. Here's 3rd and 9. Allen drops back for the pass, the lob, and the catch by Dawson Knox. So Dawson Knox hauls it in, gets the first down for the Bills. Bills now in Eagles territory. Hands it off. And looks like that's Ty Johnson, who will only get a gain of about 1. So 2nd and 9 from the 38. The Eagles trying to hold them back. Here's Cook. Cook immediately taken down. In fact, a loss of 1 on the play. That's Jahad Campbell who takes him down. And it now brings up 3rd and 10. Do you remember Michael Badgley is in at place kicker today? Still no Matt Prater. Allen dropping back for the pass. Pass is incomplete. Maybe with no weather that would have been a completion, but no completion there, and they may just have to punt this one away because the rain will definitely affect this. So here's Mitch Wishnowsky to punt it away in this horrendous rain. Fair catch signaled for, and it's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So the Eagles and Jalen Hurts will set up at their 20-yard line. And these Eagles coming off of a historic game at the Washington Commanders, particularly Saquon Barkley, putting up 515 yards altogether, including receiving and rushing. 403 of those were on the ground. Hurts dropping back. Pass is caught by Calcaterra, gain of 4. 2nd and 6. So we'll see how active Saquon Barkley will be tonight. In a full house formation, Saquon Barkley behind. He'll pick it up. He's got the first down, so a good start for Saquon Barkley. Gain of about 6 or 7 on the play. Eagles get a fresh set of downs. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts hands it off to Barkley, and Barkley stuffed in the backfield. He lost a 3. Second and long, 2nd and 13. Hurts in the gun. Fakes to give to Barkley. Pocket is collapsing. He does have a little bit more protection there. He gets it out to Barkley, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see what this is. So it's holding on the offense. You can barely see the referee. That's holding on Jordan Mailata, so that'll come back 10. It's 2nd and 23, so 2nd and a mile. You probably won't be able to see. If you're down there on that field, you probably won't be able to see the first down marker. Hurts. Play action. Hurts. Looking. Still looking. Here's a flag. Flag is thrown. He's going to take it for little to no gain there. And it's another holding on the offense. This time it's Fred Johnson in for the injured injured Lane Johnson. So now it's 2nd and even longer, 2nd and 32. It's one of the longest 2nd downs I've ever seen. Pass is caught by A.J. Brown. Loses some footing there, gains all that yardage back from that second holding call committed by Fred Johnson. 3rd and 23. Hurts in the gun. Taking his time. He's going to run up the middle. He's got a decent gain. He's going to take the contact there. He got to hold on to dear life with that football, and he gains 20. So he is short of the first down. It's 4th and 3, but a good run by Jalen Hurts. Gain of 20. They will likely punt this away. You don't ever want to be so aggressive in this weather. But we'll see what happens. 4th down and 3 from the 38. And Braden Mann to punt this one away. Hangs on. Punt is away. Pass fielded inside the 25. Shakir will only get up to the 30. So scoreless, both teams with a possession. This is Josh Allen's 2nd possession for the Bills offense. 8:25 remaining in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 30. Play action from Allen. Allen gets it out. And a completion and a gain of 5 for the Bills. Allen, a draw, and he is taken down. Only a gain of about 3, but gets 3 yards closer to that first down. It's 3rd down and 2. If you want to take a look, it did it. It didn't crash, so we're okay, but we were close to a crash. I hope it doesn't crash. 3rd down and 2. Hands it off to Cook. He's got a first down and taken down at the 47. is Cook, but a first down for these Buffalo Bills. Certainly establishing that run game. That run game has been amazing, especially James Cook. Pass caught by Allen, a gain of 4, and it's 2nd and 6. Allen in the gun, Cook to his right. High snap, but holds on. Here's Cook again. First down more. And a gain of 13 on the play. First down. Here's it off. This time it's Ty Johnson, who will actually lose 2 on the play. 2nd and 12 now. So the Bills have found some success getting downfield, but they haven't been able to, none of these teams have been able to get to the red zone yet. And I don't know if you want to blame the rain for this or if it's something completely unrelated, but I would assume it's the weather. But they train for this type of stuff, especially a team in the Buffalo Bills. Here's Dawson Knox. It's a gain of 8. But the Buffalo Bills, they have to play in heavy snow. They have to play in snow, which is, most players say it's fun, but the conditions are not great. But this is a mix of rain and a little bit of freezing rain, because you're close to, it's about mid to high 30s here in Orchard Falls. So here is the pass. It is incomplete. 4th and 4. Josh Palmer, the intended receiver, and it is 4th and 4, and here comes Michael Badgley. So a 46-yard attempt for Badgley. The kick is away, and the kick is good. So despite this weather, Michael Badgley able to make out those goalposts and able to put it up and in. There's Sean McDermott with these Bills. Oh, that's a little bit of a glitch. He was on the Eagles sideline. It should have been Nick Sirianni. Either that or the Eagles are on the wrong side. So first points by the Bills. 3 points. And we're just about 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Here's Will Shipley. Takes it up to the 26. Where Hurts and the Eagles will begin their drive. Their second one. Looking to match that score, do one better in a touchdown. They were not even able to get to enemy territory. We'll see what they do here. They were damaged with penalties. 2 straight holding calls, making it 2nd and 32 at one point. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. First down, more. He breaks away down the sideline. 40-35 and tackled outside the 30. Could we see another sensational Saquon Barkley day? I do not know, but he is certainly fired up now, because that's all he needed to get a game like what we saw last week against the Commanders. Here's a little bit of a wildcat play. It is Miles Sanders who takes the snap. Bigsby comes across and doesn't really phase the Bills' defense. A gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Hurts back in at quarterback. I don't know if Hurts was on the field for that play just before this one. Here's Hurts out to Jahan Dotson, and he gets the first down. Marked out of bounds there at the 23. So the Eagles have successfully made it farther than the Bills here. The Bills only able to get up to the 29. And the Eagles will make it to the 23, and they've got a fresh set of downs. Hurts in the shotgun, fakes to give. He's going to go himself down the left part of the field. He gets some blocks, and he is in for the touchdown. All green grass down the sideline, and Jalen Hurts tacks on 6 for the Birds. A rainy early evening here at Highmark Stadium. Jalen Hurts and these Eagles have just taken the lead here in this game.
Jake Elliott on for the point after.
Elliott to kick the extra point, and it is up and good. So the Eagles hold a 4-point lead, and you can thank that man right there, Saquon Barkley, who's coming off a sensational performance last week against the Commanders, putting up, get this, 403 rushing yards, and on top of that, 112 receiving yards for a total of 515. He broke 2 records there. All-purpose yards. He didn't even need return yards. Just solely based off of rush yards and receiving yards. 515. Beat that record by over 100. And beat the rushing record in one game by over 100. The previous rushing record in one game by a running back was 296. Adrian Peterson with the Minnesota Vikings back in 2007 was the last one to do that. And the record has been broken, and the record has been broken big time, putting up 403, Saquon Barkley. Here is Allen in trouble, gets it. And a gain of just 3. Uh-oh, Allen's on the ground a little bit too long, but he's okay. He's back in the huddle there. Closing out on the final 2 minutes of the first quarter. Allen, he's going to take it himself, and immediately taken down is Josh Allen. Josh Allen only gets, or he in fact loses 2 on the play. It's 3rd and 9. Jalen Carter appears to be a little hurt. He's just coming off of an injury, so hopefully he comes back, but not looking good. Allen drops back, and he is sacked. Nolan Smith Jr. there to take him down. And an amazing sack that just came right from the backfield up to Josh Allen. And a loss of 7. It's 4th and 16. They're going to have to punt. Wishnowsky to punt this one away, and it's away. And here's Britton Covey, who will only get slightly past the 46. He's going to be marked down at the 40, or what I meant to say is slightly past the 45. He's down at the 46. And the Eagles will be set up with pretty good field position. Up by 4. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his right. Takes the snap. Barkley and the block. Pocket collapsing. He's able to escape to his right. Able to run. Able to escape at a first down and more. Outrunning plenty of linemen. And he is up to the 26-yard line. A gain of 28. For Jalen Hurts. And the Eagles put in phenomenal field position on what this will likely be the last play of the first quarter. So here we go. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Barkley first down more. 10, 5, and in for the touchdown is Saquon Barkley. Saquon Barkley has just had one amazing... He's coming off an amazing game last week against the Commanders, and now getting something going here in Buffalo. It'll be hard to get another 403 yards in a single game like he did last week, but he might want to chase it, break his own record. Elliott to make this an 11-point game, and it's up and in. So the Eagles lead 14-3 on this 2-game road trip, and now in Orchard Falls, New York, the home of the Buffalo Bills. Here at Highmark Stadium, the Eagles putting on another phenomenal performance so far today. There's that same glitch. I don't know why Nick Sirianni ain't popping up. That's too bad. Here's the kick away, fielded inside the 10. Ty Johnson takes it up to the 28, and now the Bills will begin whatever this play is. If it's any sort of incompletion, they'll be able to get maybe another play off, but Bills have been struggling here in this first quarter. Here is Cook. He's got a decent gain, a gain of about 6, and that will likely be the last play of this quarter. So 2nd and 4 now marked at the 33. The Bills trying to shrink this lead by the Eagles, but we'll see you in the second quarter. Rain is coming down here in Highmark Stadium. The Eagles lead 14-3. Welcome back, everybody, to Highmark Stadium's. Rain is still coming down, as you can see there. You know how when you can see rain, you can actually see the individual raindrops falling down? Well, it is way too dense out there to even see that. So that's how you know it is coming down. James Cook, gain of about 4, 1st and 10. He does get the first down. Allen gives it off to Cook, breaks away, first down again. A gain of 11 on the play for James Cook. The Bills getting something going, hopefully. At least for the Bills, at least. We're an Eagles broadcast, so we don't hope for that. But the Bills right on the edge of... Oh, no, and he is sacked. Marcus Epps there to sack him. A loss of 10 at 2nd and 20. But like I was saying, they were right there at midfield, close to midfield, but pushed back 10, and there's Marcus Epps' sack. Jalen Carter also there to help out. Kind of. Punched back to the 39-yard line, 2nd and 20. Allen. The pass is caught by Shakir and gains about 15 yards of those 20 needed for the first down. So it's now 3rd and medium, 3rd and I'd say manageable. The Bills have 2 third down conversions, so can they make it number 3? Here's Allen. Allen in trouble. And the ball is... Thought the ball came out, but... Let me take a look at that play real quick. It looks like he threw it down, but I'm not sure what was happening there. But they're going on for it on 4th and 5, and it is incomplete. Incomplete, intended for Terrell Shavers. And the Eagles will get the ball back after the Bills turn it over. They're on their first drive back from the quarter break. Eagles set up again in pretty good field position. Hurts in the gun. Barkley to his left. Play action from Hurts. Hurts, plenty of time. He will get it out to Barkley, and Barkley will get a gain of 7 in the air. Second and 3. Motion from Goddard. Hands it off to Barkley, and Barkley is stuffed in the backfield. A loss of one or two on the play, 3rd and 4. Technically only a loss of 1 there. Bill's horn is sounding. You probably can't even see it. Hoping for this 4th down. Hurts, high snap. Hurts to Dotson. Dotson with the first down. He is outrunning. Who was that? That is Tre'Davious White, who he almost outran, excuse me.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down.
But up to the 23 they go. 25-yard gain for Jahan Dotson. And here is Barkley on the outside part of the field, and no gain. Loss of 4, actually. Savage there to take him down for the tackle for loss. And it's 2nd and 14. Barkley in the backfield. And he'll get the football. Trying to find his way up to where they originally started, but can't even get there. It's 3rd and 11, gain of 3, so some yards, but makes it a little bit more manageable, but it's still 3rd and 11, so 3rd and long for the Eagles. Hurts takes the snap, 4-man rush. Hurts over the middle, incomplete, and it's 4th and 11. And we will likely see Jake Elliott kick his first field goal attempt. From here would be a 41-yard attempt. So in the rain here, we'll see how he does in the rain.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
Elliott. The kick is away, and the kick is good. So from 41, it's good for Jake Elliott. And the Eagles extend their lead to 14. Still 2 possessions, so that's good news for the Bills. But 2 possessions, 2 possessions. You got to get the football back without allowing the Eagles to score again. We're just going to keep on ignoring the fact that Sean McDermott is on the Eagles sideline too. It's just a glitch, I think.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Here's Ty Johnson. Takes it up to the 28. Here's James Cook. So he's had a pretty good start to today's game. 8 rushes for 58 yards. No touchdowns yet. Buffalo hasn't even gotten a touchdown altogether. And the Bills trying to find their way towards the end zone for the first time today. Do remember the Eagles do get the football back to begin the second half, so it's crucial to start scoring now if you're the Bills. Pass complete to Knox. Gain of 4. I will give Josh Allen this. The checkdowns are really good right now, but he really can't get those checkdowns when he needs them most, and he hasn't found anyone downfield yet. Maybe it's because he can't see. I'm not sure. Allen dropping back, hands it off to Cook. He's got a first down and more. Makes a man miss, and he will be taken down at the 34-yard line. What a gain for James Cook.
And the Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
James Cook with a great gain and puts the Bills in phenomenal field position. And this time he's going to be stuffed. No gain. But Cook puts the Bills in great position to try and score at least a field goal,
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
which would still put them within 2 possessions, but a touchdown would mean the world to them. It would only be a 1-possession game. Here is Ty Johnson, who gets a good run there. Gain of about 7. 3rd and 3. Third and 3, about 7.5 to go here in this second quarter. The Bills trying to find the end zone for the first time today. Getting very close. At the 28-yard line are the Bills. Allen in the gun. Quick pass. It is incomplete. Adoree Jackson in coverage, and it's 4th down and 3.
Results in a 4th down. Michael Badgley on for the field goal.
They are not going to go for it. They went for it on 4th and 5, but it ended up being a turnover on downs. This a 47-yard attempt, or 45-yard attempt, excuse me, but this is going to give them a first down. Another roughing the kicker call, this time on Jacorian Bennett. See some Bills fans yelling cheaters. Well, yeah, they technically are cheating if they commit a foul. So that gives the Bills another opportunity to get a touchdown. Way high snap, but he just hands it off to Cook. And Cook can't even gain anything there. A loss of 1.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 15-yard line.
So on 2nd and 11, scanning the field, and Allen taken down. Jordan Davis this time, who will get recorded a sack, a loss of 2, and it's now 3rd and 13. Could be a blown opportunity for these Bills, but first, 3rd and 13. Motion from Shakir. Allen. Plenty of protection. Pass is caught, and a first down. This time it's Terrell Shavers who gets the first down, and they're a yard away from a touchdown. Possibly a blown opportunity, but the opportunity still there for the Bills. First and goal. Here's motion from Shakir. The pitch to him, and he is in for the touchdown. The jet sweep by the Bills. A successful play, and the Bills find the end zone for the first time today. And at a great time, because they needed it. So the Bills within 8. Badgley, the kick is up and good, so now only within 7.
Makes the score Eagles 17, Bills 10.
And there is Sean McDermott yet again on that Eagles sideline. Maybe it's Sean McDermott's twin. Nick McDermott or Sean Sirianni. I don't know. So the Bills within 7, down 17-10. But the Eagles get the ball back. Here comes Will Shipley. Shipley up to the 27, which is where the Eagles will begin. So there's Jalen Hurts. He's had a phenomenal day on the ground to start. 3 rushes for 71 yards and a touchdown. Been doing very well on the ground. First and 10. Hurts completes it to Brown. And a first down. So first and down and 10 at the 39. Calcaterra in motion to the left side. Into block. And Saquon Barkley can't get anything going there, a loss of 1. So the Bills certainly watched the Eagles last week. The Bills probably analyzed what went wrong for the Commanders in trying to stop Saquon Barkley, and just, I guess they're getting on top of him now. Here's Hurts. Hurts, plenty of time. And it's over the head of Saquon Barkley, and it's 3rd down and 11. This is what the Bills need if they want to get this game tied back up before the half. Give the Eagles the ball back with a tie game instead of with them in the lead. This is what they need, a stop here. 3rd and 11. Hurts takes the snap. Barkley, they're going to run on 3rd down, and he will only get 8 yards of the 11. And that is a successful stop by the Bills, but the Eagles may go for it here on 4th down. It's 4th down and 3. And Braden Mann on to punt this one away. And this couldn't have been drawn up better for the Bills. And that punt is blocked. Blocked, and it is picked up. Not sure who was picked up by, but it was a special teams player who picked it up. And now the Bills will be set up in even better field position. Here is Cook. Up the middle, but only gain of 4. But this couldn't have, like I said, this couldn't have been drawn up any better for the Bills. The Bills need to tie this game up if they want to go into this halftime with, you know, some smiles. I mean, of course, the game is not over at that point, but here's the pass by Allen, caught by Shakir, and a gain of 9. It's 27 yards to go to tie this game up. 2.5 minutes to go in the second. Here is Cook. Cook taken down by DeJean, a loss of 1, and now it's 4th and 2, excuse me. And do they go for this? Because they're not too deep, but pretty deep into Eagles territory. Do you want to be aggressive with this or send Michael Badgley out for a field goal? And the Eagles will take a timeout here. They want to stop the clock before the 2-minute warning. Gives the Bills more of an opportunity to think about this. There's Nick Sirianni. Thought he disappeared. I thought Sean McDermott took over. So the Bills will go for it on 4th and 2. An aggressive team in Sean McDermott. He's also a very aggressive head coach. The lob. And incomplete. Intended for James Cook. And is the 2-minute warning. And it's now 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Eagles have 2 timeouts. They're showing the kicking unit on, but that's another glitch, I guess. A lot of glitches here in rain. But it's 1st and 10. Hurts takes the snap. Pass is caught by A.J. Brown, and the clock continues to run. Only gets 1 on that play. Hurts Hands it off to Barkley. They're going to run here. And still no sign of that timeout. Gain of 2. And it's 3rd and 7. So an interesting play calling here when inside of 2 minutes. I mean, you got to play 2-minute football here if you want to get this score extended so that you could possibly be up by 3 possessions after the first possession of the third quarter. Hurts in the gun. Drops back. Still looking. Trips on himself. And he is taken down. And the Bills will now take a timeout because they have over a minute to play with 2 timeouts remaining. And Braden Mann will come on to punt this one away. Now, do remember, Braden Mann had a blocked punt on his last try at a punt and put the Bills in pretty good field position, but not enough for them to score. Mann able to get this one away. Fielded by Shakir and taken down at the 41. There's James Cook, 13 rushes, 95 yards, so he's had one heck of a night. At least one good start to the night. Almost at 100 yards here. He probably won't likely be used on the ground as they're inside a minute now. They do have 2 timeouts. I think the Bills would be happy with just a field goal here, but they do want the 6. 1st down and 10. Motion from Cook. Gonna run a route. Pass is caught by Shakir. And the Bills will take their 2nd timeout. A gain of 6. So 2nd and 4, Bills have one last chance to try and get this game a little bit closer. Hands it off. Oh, wow, what a play. What a run by Ray Davis. I mispronounced his name earlier. I called him Roy Davis. Ray Davis. Gain of about 18 yards on the play, and it is now 1st down and 10 from the 35. 30 seconds to go. You don't take a timeout here. They want to savor that last timeout. The pass is incomplete. Whoever that receiver was lost it in the rain, I guess. I wouldn't be able to see that far in this rain. But the clock does stop there. Maybe did that on purpose. I don't think you would want to do that on purpose. That was pretty close to a defender there. 2nd and 10. The quick pass. And it is caught by Dawson Knox. And he is short of the 1st down. 3rd and inches. And the Bills take their last timeout with 11 seconds to go here in this 2nd quarter. So the Bills trailing by 7. Probably going to try for one shot downfield to the end zone. And if that drops incomplete, well, then they go for the field goal. 42-yard attempt. And, somebody jumped. And it's false start. It's Dawkins who jumped. And it's now 3rd and 5. They still opting for the pass here. Here is Allen. Allen looking to the outside part of the field and can't find anybody. So it's 4th and 5, 7 seconds to go. You got to go for the field goal now because if you want to get closer, you'd want to do it with extra downs, but you don't have those extra downs. You can't afford the incompletion, so here comes Michael Badgley for the 47-yard attempt. The kick is away, and the kick is no good. It's wide right. Not wide enough to miss the net, but not good. So the Eagles, with 4 seconds to go, down at the 37-yard line in their own territory, they're probably just going to run one quick play and head back to the locker room, talk this thing over. Head into the locker room with the lead and getting the ball back here in the third quarter, excuse me. Hurts dropping for the pass, dropping back for the pass. He's going to go try and get it downfield, and the pass is broken up. I don't know why they would do that. It's useless doing that in the rain. But the Bills trail the Eagles 17-10 going into halftime. The Eagles lead here at Highmark Stadium in this nasty rain. Here's your halftime report presented by EA Sports. Well, welcome back, everybody. Rain still falling down, and healthily. Still falling down a lot. If not, it's a little harder. I can't really see as well as I could before. Maybe I'm just getting old. No, I'm only playing. I'm not sure if this rain got harder or if these cameras are having trouble right now, but the Eagles get the ball back here to begin the second half. Here's Will Shipley. Cannot get up to the 30, only up to the 27. So Hurts and the Eagles up 17-10, up by 7. Birds trying to take back that 2-possession game, that 2-possession lead. Hurts takes the snap, hands it off to Barkley. Barkley, first down and more. Down the sideline into Bills territory, looking for the block, and he is down at the 21. Saquon Barkley, right out of halftime, is making a statement. Wow. Gain of 52 puts him over 100 yards rushing, and here's Hurts, who's trying to add to his resume, and he is diving towards the 5, marked down at the 7. So it's first and goal from the 7. The Eagles trotting right down the field. Hurts under center to Barkley. Barkley trying to get through that defensive line. Can't. Only a gain of about 3. Second and goal from the 4. Hurts in the gun. Oh, the pitch spot to Barkley, and he is in. Touchdown, Eagles. A little flea flicker. And the Eagles tack on 6. It was definitely a designed run play. So what happened here is Hurts was getting that extra block from Dallas Goedert, saw that the Bills weren't falling for it, so he pitches it back to Hurts, or pitches it back to Barkley, gives the offensive line and Dallas Goedert more time to push them back, and they were able to, and gave the touchdown to Saquon Barkley. Elliott for the point after. The kick is away, and the kick is good. So the Eagles up 24-10. Now up by 14 points again. Able to score on that. On that first drive of the half. Saquon Barkley having another night. Here's Ty Johnson. Takes it up to the 26 for the Bills. So this is where the Josh Allen and the Bills will take over. Bills in a lot of trouble. We're down by 7. Now up by 14. We're down by 14. First and 10 for the Bills. Jumbo set. The pass. Quick pass to Shakir. Gain of 3.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 29-yard line.
Allen in the gun. Takes the snap, and it is incomplete. Thrown right into the offensive line there. It's 3rd and 7. Allen. The pass is caught by Shavers, but he is short of the first down. That puts Allen right at 100 yards passing. So 6-yard gain, but they're a yard short. So what do they do here? They might be a little bit less than here, more like a half a yard. And they're going to punt this. And the punt is away. And Britton Covey fields it and takes it up to the 32. So short return for Britton Covey. And Hurts and the Eagles have an opportunity to tack on more to this lead. Up by 14. Eagles looking for more. Hurts in the shotgun. Hands it off to Barkley. And Barkley is taken down, a gain of 1. So after that 52-yard run by Saquon Barkley, I think the Bills are thinking all the same thing. We need to rally to the football when Saquon Barkley is given that opportunity to run that football. 2nd and 9. Hurts. Plenty of protection. The pass high to Dallas Goedert, but he's got the first.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Motion from Goedert. Hands it off to Barkley. He gets through. Tries to make a spin move, but only a gain of about 8 on the play. 2nd and 2. Barkley makes a spin move. This time semi-successful. Only a gain of about 1. 3rd down and 1. Hurts under center. He'll sneak, and he is short. They're going to mark him short of the first down. But since they're in enemy territory and you got Nick Sirianni as the head coach, likewise to Sean McDermott, you go for it on this type of play. And here we go. 4th down and inches. Hurts in the gun. Fakes the give and taken down by Bernard. And it's a turnover on downs. It's the Bills in great field position for their own 45, but nonetheless, they are in better field position than they ever have been in this half. Now it's getting really bad out there. So the Bills offense given another chance, down by 14. Could have easily been down by more, but the defense rallied. Found a way to get their offense the ball back with no more points scored by the Eagles. Out in the shotgun. Here is Shakir, who gets the jet sweep. He's got a first down. This is how he got the touchdown. And a great gain by Khalil Shakir. And the Bills with the first down and in even better field position. In Eagles territory they go. Maybe run that same play, see how long it takes for the Eagles to get to it. Allen, pass is caught by Knox, and another first down for the Bills.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Cook to Allen's left. Hands it off to Cook. Cook trying to find a seam up the middle. And couldn't find anything on the outside, so went up the middle for a gain of 3. End zone in sight for the Bills. Here's Cook. Cook, a gain of about 4. They are in the red zone now, so pretty good news for the Bills. Looking to score. Allen. Here's the motion from Shakir to the right. And up the middle for James Cook. Only a gain of about 1. So it is 4th and 3. In fact, closer to no gain than anything. He really got pinned there at the line of scrimmage. So do they go for it here on 4th and 3 or do they give it to Badgley? They're going to go for it. No 4th down conversions for either team thus far tonight. See if Josh Allen is successful. Motion from Knox. Allen. Allen, the pass wide open is Joshua Palmer. And that keeps this drive going for the Bills. That the Bills needed. Bills down by 14. Need the touchdown here to stay in it. And they are just that much closer after that 4th down conversion. The first of the game. Allen drops back. Hands it off to Cook. But they are all over James Cook. Cooper DeJean there to take him down. A loss of 2 on the play.
Brings up second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Allen, flag on the play. Allen, the free play, and it is caught for the touchdown, but this might come back. That's Joshua Palmer for the moment, but we'll see what this flag is. And it's offside on the defense, so they're just going to decline that and take the touchdown. Easy decision for Sean McDermott. And the Bills within 1 possession again. It's the NFL Films guy. Filmed in that Hard Knocks TV series. I think they're doing the entire NFC East. That would be definitely a good one. Very contentious division. Not so much this year, but it's been very contentious in years past. So the Bills down by 7 only now, with plenty of time. They just gotta keep that defense going and hold those Eagles from scoring again. The kick by Badgley. Here is Britton Covey to return. Covey up to the 27. There's Saquon Barkley, 17 rushes, 151 yards, a fraction of what he did last week, but 2 touchdowns and 151 yards. Consider that a good day. National Football League, that is tough to do. I did some math after the game, the Commanders game, and if he was in a PPR league and he performed the way he did, get this, he would have scored 93 points in fantasy. Get that, 93 points. Hurts. The pass caught. No, it's incomplete. Thought Dallas Goedert held on, but Bernard there to break it up. And it's 2nd and 10. I wonder how many points, what's the most points a fantasy player ever gotten? Let me see. Hurts to the outside and take it in by A.J. Brown. Let's see. Trying to find. That graphic. Here is Hurts. Hurts on 3rd and 5. He's going to take it himself. He's got the first down and a little bit more. He's got to hold on to dear life for that football. They're rallying right all to him, and he hangs on. So 1st down for the Eagles. I'm trying to find most fantasy earned by single player. There is Saquon Barkley. He gets the first down, makes a man miss. He almost trips, but he stays on his feet, and taken down at the 23 is Saquon Barkley. So another explosive play by Saquon and another Eagles first down. Hurts. to Bigsby this time, and Bigsby takes it up just 2. So I'm looking for PPL, or PPR, excuse me. They're saying non-PPR, Jamal Charles got it with 62.5. They're saying PPR at 68 by Billy Cannon in 1961. So, I mean, fantasy wasn't out then, was it? Maybe. But it's 3rd and 5 now for the Eagles. Sorry, I was looking into that. But no one would have beaten Saquon Barkley. He hit 93 last week. Hurts. Still looking, and he is taken down for the sack. A loss of 2. Sack number 2 for the Bills. That is Walker who takes him down. And that forces the 4th down. And the Eagles likely will head on to kick a field goal from here, a 36-yard attempt. Here comes Elliott. So here we go, a 36-yard attempt for Jake Elliott. And the kick is away, and the kick is good. So the Eagles extend their lead to 10. Extend their lead to 2 possessions. If you're the Bills right now, what you really want to be thinking about is shrinking that lead as much as they can to make their job that much less harder in the 4th quarter, because pressure starts to kick in then. So here is Ty Johnson, who almost trips on himself. You see a lot of that in this rain. Here's Josh Allen. Honestly, pretty mediocre in terms of yardage. He hasn't been able to really get the ball far, but the checkdowns have been pretty good, and he does have 2 touchdowns on the docket. As we are seconds away from the end of the 3rd quarter. Allen in the shotgun, motion from Khalil Shakir. Allen, plenty of time. He is going to run with the football. He's got plenty of space and a 1st down. Hangs on. Marcus Epps finally takes him down. And what a play to likely conclude this 3rd quarter. Good jump starter for the Bills headed into the 4th. So the Eagles lead 27-17 going in to the 4th quarter. We will be back after this. We've got a good game here at Highmark Stadium. Eagles lead 27-17. Well, welcome back, everybody. This rain is still coming down as we enter the last quarter, the 4th quarter. Shouldn't say the last, because this could always go into overtime. Got ourselves a good game here in Buffalo. Here's Allen. The pass caught by Knox, and Knox with a gain of about 4. Here we go, the 4th quarter underway. Bills trailing by 10, trying to shrink that lead as much as they can. The Eagles were held to a field goal. So in the Bills' eyes, they need the touchdown to shrink down this lead to 4. There is Cook, who got stuck behind an offensive lineman who was blocking, but it looks like it's gonna be Joshua Palmer who gets an illegal block in the back, so that all comes back. So it's 2nd and 8. And there's Cook, gain of 1. Bill started with 1st and 10. And now it's 3rd and 7. 3 third-down conversions for these Buffalo Bills, trying to get number 4. And they need it. Allen, the pass. Caught. Oh, no, it's incomplete. I thought it was caught. It's really hard to see that football, you guys. It is really tough. But it's incomplete, and this turns this game right around. They will likely punt this one away and entrust their defense, which hasn't played the best of football. And the punt is away. Fielded by Britton Covey and immediately taken down. That is Maxwell Hairston, who took him down almost immediately, and the Eagles will start at the 23. So the Bills special teams did their job. Can the Bills defense do their job? Here on 1st and 10, starting at the 23. Hurts. Motion from Brown. Brown, he's going to get a chance with the ball, but no gain. 2nd and 10. Well, his last name was Savage, but I guess it's Savage. That's the simple way of saying it. A little bit of zest to his name. Hurts, the quick pass to Saquon Barkley, breaks a tackle, and he gets the first down somehow. What a play by Saquon Barkley. So Saquon Barkley with an 18-yard gain and a first down for these Eagles. These Eagles trying to win this game. Here is the RPO. Ends up going into the hands, and it's fumbled. It is fumbled and picked up by the Bills. Jordan Hancock, the strong safety, picks it up for the Bills, and that just happened in the snap of a finger. They're likely going to review this. Let's look. Yeah, that ball came out before he made contact with the ground, so they may not even review this. Now, Nick Sirianni may challenge this, but it's pretty obvious that it was a forced fumble and picked up by Hancock. So, what a turn of events here at Highmark Stadium. The Bills have hope. They have a chance. The Eagles, 2 turnovers now. This time a Saquon Barkley fumble. Allen taken down by Blankenship. A 2nd and 10, no gain. But after Saquon Barkley having so many, like he had a phenomenal game last week. If you guys want to check that out, it's on my channel. Most previous stream against the Commanders. And he's been having a great game churning. Loses control of the football, and the Bills have possession, and now they're inside the 30. Another first down for the Bills, and the Bills have new life. Allen hands it off to Cook, and Cook only gain of about 1. Now, if you're the Buffalo Bills, you want the touchdown. Make it a little bit less difficult. A field goal would put you down by 7. A touchdown would put you down by 3. Here's the fullback. It's Gilliam, the fullback, and now it's 3rd down and 4. On 3rd and 4, Allen drops back from under center. The pass is incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell on coverage of Joshua Palmer. And they force the 4th down, and the Buffalo Bills will have to kick the field goal. From here, it would be a 40-yard field goal attempt.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The 40-yard attempt. The kick is up and it's good. Remember, he missed from 48. I think it was 48. It was definitely a high 40-yarder. And he missed wide right, but he was pretty much perfect there from 40. And the Bills back within 7. Here comes Britton Covey. Covey up to the 31. So decent return for the Eagles. And the Eagles' drive cut short from a Saquon Barkley fumble and recovered by Hancock from the Bills, the strong safety. And now they have the ball back, only up by 7. Hurts hands it off to Barkley. Barkley is stopped at the 35, gain of 5. In my eyes, if the Eagles get a touchdown, that pretty much seals the deal. It all depends on how much clock is left. But we'll see. Hurts gets the snap off as the play clock winds down. Hurts passes caught by Devontae Smith, and that is his first catch of the game. Haven't seen him all game, but there he is, getting himself involved. 1st and 10, marked at the 45. Even a field goal would really hurt the Bills because they're running into the last half of this 4th quarter. So, fakes the sweep from A.J. Brown, and they hand it off to Saquon Barkley, but he only musters out 2 yards. They're definitely trying to squeeze this clock out as much as they can. Under 8 minutes now. Hurts fakes the give, play action, and he is sacked. A sack by Deion Walker. Greg Rousseau was there to chase him, put the pressure on him, and a good loss there. Pretty big loss for the Eagles. It's 3rd and 10. From their own 45-yard line. That is a crucial play by the Bills. They need to stop them here, though, to force the punt. Hurts is in the gun. Barkley to his left, motioning out to run a route. Hurts takes the snap. Looking. Still looking. The pass is incomplete. And that's what the Bills needed. Barkley didn't even end up running. He probably was just there to press. And it's 4th down and 10, and the Bills have an incredible opportunity coming up here next. Down by 7, getting the ball back here. And man gets the punt away. That is an absolutely horrible punt. That punt only goes 19 yards. It goes out of bounds at the 39. And that's where the Bills will start. And that is what is giving these Bills new life. You just saw moments ago James Cook's stat line for the day, and he's been doing really good. Over 100 yards. Looking to tack on. Here's the pass caught by Palmer, and a gain of 7, 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 46-yard line.
So the Eagles up by 7. The Bills trying to close that lead down once and for all. And up to the 48, it's 3rd and 1. So the Bills have not led since the beginning of the game. Their biggest lead was 3-0, and then it was pretty much all Eagles after that. Had a touchdown, another touchdown off of a Saquon Barkley run. Here's 3rd and 1. Hands it off to Cook, and Cook is taken down, no gain. Zach Bond there to take him down, and they should go here. They pretty much need to go. It's really up to Sean McDermott. He's aggressive to begin with, so I wouldn't be surprised if he kept them on the field, and it looks like they are still on the field. They already have a 4th down conversion under their belt. Can they do it again in the most crucial part of the game? Here's Allen. Allen, the quick pass, caught by Knox in the 1st down. Knox might have just saved the Bills from losing this game. They are not lost yet. Down by 7, 5.5 minutes to go in the 4th. 1st and 10 Bills, down by 7. I said that twice. There's the run by Ray Davis. A 1st down. The Bills are churning up a drive. They are trying to come back, and this team is great coming back. I mean, you've seen this team come back so many times. So we'll see. Here's Cook immediately, and rallying is the entire defense. Only a couple guys got right to him. A loss of 3. James Cook is a strong back, so I mean, it makes sense that they would do something like that. The defense of the Eagles, I mean, you saw them. They all started rallying to James Cook, trying to keep him from continuing forward. Here is Allen. Allen, pocket collapsing. The pass is incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell in coverage. It looks like it was batted away. I couldn't quite make out what happened there, but it looks like he batted it away, and it's 3rd and 13. You cannot afford a field goal, because if you give the Eagles the football back with about 4 minutes to go, they can chew off a lot of that clock. And you still would need a touchdown if you go for the field goal. Here's Allen on 3rd and 13. The pass is incomplete. Dawson Knox tries to save the day again, and he can't do it, but it is 4th and 13. What do the Bills do? And they're going to punt it away. They're going to try and get the Eagles quickly off the field. There's a punt that is out of bounds at the 2. What a punt by Mitch. I almost said Wishnowsky. That's not what his name. It's the other way around. Mitch Wishnowsky. Imagine a sub trying to call his name. I mean, that probably happened in his life. Calling his name in a classroom, messing it all up. So the Eagles at the 2, deep in their own territory. Hurts hands it off to Barkley, and there is a flag on the play. If this is on the Eagles, it's half distance, and it is. So it's going to be second and 9 from the 3. The Bills actually declined that because they would rather the Eagles lose the down and get the yard that they earned instead of pushing them back only 2 and keeping the down. So it's 2nd and 9. Hurts taking his time. Hurts handed off to Barkley, and Barkley is stuffed. Taken down at the line of scrimmage. It is 3rd and 9. Maybe gains a half a yard there, but it's still considered 3rd and 9. The Eagles are making this scary. So it's 3rd and 9. Hurts alone in the backfield, alone in his own end zone. He takes the snap, still looking. He is going to heave it deep downfield, and the pass is incomplete. I believe that was A.J. Brown trying to get there, but it was batted away, and it's 4th and 9, and that is exactly what the Bills need. And the Eagles are deep in their own territory. Remember, Braden Mann had a blocked punt. If it is recovered in the end zone, it's almost blocked there, but it is out of bounds at the Bills' 44, so that was a lucky bounce. There's James Cook, 101. All of those were rush yards, but the Bills' defense did a phenomenal job deep in Eagles' territory there. Should put them in pretty good field position to try and get this touchdown, which is what they need. To possibly send this game to overtime, but they have to be very careful with the clock. Allen takes the snap. Protection, pass is caught by... That's Terrell Shavers, and it's a gain of 9, 2nd and 1. I was about to say Terrell Shakir, and I was like, oh, his name is not Terrell Shakir, and I couldn't think of his last name, and I said, see, this is what you get when you're not a professional commentator. Well, actually, commentators, they actually get handed the name because there's people that actually do that job. They actually scout out who catches the ball, where they're taken down, all that. But I don't have that person, so maybe I will eventually. Maybe somebody can do that for me. And there is the 2-minute warning. So it's 3rd and 1. The Bills down by 7 at the Eagles' 47-yard line. Anything less than a touchdown, and they probably lose this game. Here is Allen. Allen is taken down at a loss of 1, and it's now 4th and 2. Jahad Campbell there to take him down. There he is. So this is likely it, unless... So the Bills did pretty good on that last defensive drive. So that, I mean, it's not completely over from this point, but we'll see what happens here on 4th and 2. To Cook, and he is pinned right in the chest. And it is 1st and 10 Eagles, and the Eagles are 1 first down away from winning this game. We haven't had a close game like this in a little while, have we? Probably since the Cowboys game. That was pretty close. Bills cannot allow a first down. Anything more than that, and they lose this game. Because they do have all 3 timeouts. Here's motion from A.J. Brown and taken down in the backfield. A loss of 2. And the Bills take their first timeout. Not over yet. Hurts under center this time on 2nd and 12. Hands it off to Barkley. Barkley gains about 4 on the play. It's 3rd and 8. He's marked right down at midfield, and the Bills take their 2nd timeout. So it's 3rd down. It all comes down to this. 3rd and 8. Hurts drops back. Hurts looking. Hurts firing, and it's caught. And Devontae Smith is going to go all the way for the touchdown. And the dagger by Devontae Smith. The Eagles are going to win this game. What a way to end this game. I mean, the Bills this close from getting a chance to win, to send this game to overtime. And Devontae Smith gets open on a route, and luckily Jalen Hurts saw it, and luckily Devontae Smith saw it in the rain, and he got the touchdown. Off spot, the kick is away, and the kick is good. So right back to a 14-point game. And the Bills trail by 14 with 1 minute and 23 to go. They have 1 timeout. But the likelihood of them winning this game is little to none. They would need to get a touchdown really quick. And then get an onside kick, which, like we've talked about, they need to declare. And by that point, it will be a tie game, but it's very hard to recover an onside kick, especially since you have to declare it now. They did that, I assume, because they wanted to make it harder for teams to recover onside kicks, because I guess the percentage of that, of them being recovered, was going up. So they had to do something about it. Bills not over yet, but certainly looking close to it. 1st and 10. Allen. The pass is caught by Shakir, and he's got the first down. Now the Bills do have 1 timeout. They're going to savor that. And we are now inside a minute. Eagles up by 14. Here's Allen. The pass caught by Knox and a first down. And the Bills still refuse to take that timeout with about 40 seconds to go in the game. They're going to have to take a timeout after this play. Allen. The pass caught by Knox. And there's their timeout. So gain of 6. It's 2nd and 10. Or, excuse me, 2nd and 4, excuse me. And they need the end zone right now. or get out of bounds somehow, because all those plays before were in bounds and they took off so much clock. But 2nd and 4 from the 30. They need the end zone. Allen takes the snap. Looking, plenty of protection. He's going to go himself. He trips over himself, and that pretty much does it unless he gets back to the line in 15 seconds.
That's another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
3, 2, 1, and he got it off. The Bills are going to lose this game towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. And the Eagles have won this ball game. They've won this one 34-20 in the rain. And the Eagles earn their 3rd win in a row. Improving to 11-5 on the season. What a game here at Highmark Stadium. I'm going to turn this music off. There's your game, you guys. That was a pretty darn good game. The Eagles win 34-20. They squeezed that one out, I'd say, because it was close till the very end there, and then Devontae Smith just caught the dagger. So it's kind of, it's the nature of football. But the Eagles win 34-20 and improve to 11-5 on the season. So you guys won't see another stream from me until next year. Believe it or not, next year is actually in for me, it's 2 hours and 6 minutes. So, for some of you guys, it may be a little bit longer. Maybe you guys are already in the new year. If you guys are over in London area, or you're in the Asias, you guys are well into the new year. It's almost 10 o'clock probably over there in the morning over there. So, but guys, listen, it's been a great year. I'm glad I've been able to do this series for you guys, because, man, it's been a dream to actually get a series done, and we will get this series done because, of course, the Eagles don't actually play, and the game that we need to broadcast here, they don't play until Sunday. And unfortunately, that is the day that they the day that I'm leaving for a small vacation. I'll be away for just 2 days. So I'll be away for 2 days. I leave early on Sunday morning, and then I come back late on Monday night. So, we're not going to really be there for very long, but it'll be a nice, fun little trip. And then we will stream it, likely on Tuesday. I think Tuesday would be probably the most realistic time to do it. And then we will figure out a way to do a postseason. I think the Eagles have a matching record right now. They're 11-5 in real life. They're 11-5 here. So I think what I'm going to do, I think the only thing I'm going to tweak is, because let's look at this. So I'm actually going to show you guys this because I don't want to. I want to explain this to you guys. Let me see, playoff. We'll look at the playoff picture here. Let me open this up a little bit. Let me show you guys this. Let's see, window capture. There we go. Okay, so you guys can see that, right? Yep. So here's what this is. So what I'm thinking about doing is, because the only games that were flipped in our simulation was okay, so I mean, let me actually pull something else up. The Eagles schedule. So if we look at their schedule here, let's take a look. So there's the first game of the season. That game was fine. These 3 games were fine. The Bucks game was flipped. This Giants game was flipped, but that Giants game was flipped too, so it doesn't really matter. Let me see here. Bears was the Chargers, no. The Raiders, blah, blah. Okay, so I'm trying to think here, because win. So 3-1, 3-2, 4-2, 5-2, 5-3, 6-3, 7-3, 7-4, 8-4, 8-5, 9-5, 10-5, 11-5. So yeah, those are the only 2 games that were flipped, or 3 games that were flipped. It was the Buccaneers game and the Giants. So what I'm going to do, okay, here's how I'm going to do this, okay? So the playoff picture is pretty much set. The only thing for the AFC is that game next Sunday against it's literally, both of these games actually, is literally the fight for that 4th spot in the playoffs, because they're still fighting for the division. So the Ravens and the Steelers and the Buccaneers and the Panthers. So what I'm going to do, okay, I am going to, you know what I could do? You know what I could do to make this a lot more interesting? I might not just call the Eagles. I might simulate the playoff games and just do it my own way, just so I don't have to, like, because, like, the only way you can quick simulate it, I think, is if you did it through franchise mode, and we're not in franchise mode, we're just in, like, quick play mode. So what I'm planning to do is Now here's the thing. Now, what I'm planning to do, just to make it a little bit more interesting for the Eagles, okay? If the Buccaneers lose this game, like in real life, if they lose this game and the Panthers go to the postseason, which would be amazing. I'm rooting for them, like, really and truly. I hate the Buccaneers. Because the Eagles and the Buccaneers, yeah. Anyway, if the Panthers win, or excuse me, if the Buccaneers lose this game and the Panthers win, the Eagles lost the Buccaneers in our simulation. So I'm actually going to put the Buccaneers in, but that's pretty much the only change that I'm going to make. Everything else, I mean, the Eagles in this postseason, or in this AFC bracket, is the Broncos, the Chargers, and the Bills. Those are the only AFC teams they've played, which is kind of crazy, because those are the let me see, those are the 3 of the 5 teams they've played in the AFC, because they played the Raiders, which have been horrible, the Chiefs, who have been bad, the Bills, Chargers, and the Broncos. So there's nothing going to be changed here. Like, that game doesn't matter, because the Eagles didn't play at all. So I know a lot of you guys won't see this, because not a lot of you are watching right now, but what I'm thinking, here's the plan. So on the AFC side, nothing's going to change. Whatever happens in here happens. So I'm going to have whoever wins the Steelers-Ravens game, of course, will be the number 4 seed in here, and that'll be the bracket. I'll play the bracket, right? So I'll do the 2-7 matchup, the 3-6, and the 4-5 matchup. There's no other way to do it. The only way, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to waste electricity, because I pay for electricity here at the apartment. So I wouldn't want to just let it simulate on its own. I'd want to actually, like, do it for you guys. and do kind of like a playoff thing. I mean, I'm not familiar with some of these teams, so I'm gonna have to study them a little bit. I don't really do a lot of studying. I just kind of do it. I just kind of wing it, you know. But that's probably what I'm going to do. So the only now on the NFC side, but this is going to be a lot of games that I have to do because I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 games in the span of that first. Because I mean, what's the playoff schedule? I would assume the playoffs start right after the. I mean, it'll be the Sunday the 11th. Let me look at this. Post season schedule. NFL. Of course, they have this AI thing. Wild card weekend from January, so it'll be there'll actually be games on Saturday to Monday, and then the divisional games will start the following week. Then the conference championships the following week, and then the Super Bowl won't be until 2 weeks after that because they have to do the Pro Bowl games in between. So, and give the Super Bowl teams time to do that, but. My thought process, I don't know. I mean, let's try and figure this out. I mean, we can try and figure this out right now. I'm going to show you guys this instead of this, okay? There we go. We're actually going to exit this game. I'm actually going to use my mouse here. So we'll finish the game. Okay. And then we'll figure this out together because I want to figure this out for you guys before the new year. So let's see. So if I do play now, this is quick play. Now if I just did one of these games. Uh-oh, it's going into another game. Whoops. No, wait. I'm actually going to test this out. Now, it's the Colts, and I don't even remember who the other team is. It's the Colts and the Texans, which will maybe be a good game. I mean, Phillip Rivers is unfortunately not playing, but I'm going to test this out. I'm going to immediately... Hey, welcome to NRG Stadium. Okay, hold this to skip. Okay, I'm not really interested in seeing any of this. Come on. I'm literally pressing the escape button as fast as I can here. Hold on, you guys. I have to wait until this kicks off. I know I'm able to do this. Come on. There we go. Okay, so celebrations. What the fuck is that? Excuse my language. I'm sorry. Oh, wow. You can oh, wow. That's... Huh, well, I didn't know that. They definitely added that. Now, options. No. See, that's not... There's no way to simulate a game. I'm going to exit out of here. Quick simulate a game. And I would really... Because I remember I've done franchise mode before. Maybe this would have been a good reason to do franchise mode for this. But, there's no way for me to do this. Because if I do franchise mode, it'll ask me to, add a new franchise, whatever, and I don't want to do that. You know what I could do? I could use AI, because, guys, you guys know what, you guys know AI is on the rise right now, so maybe that's what I'll do. So here's what we can do. Okay. I'm going to leave it on this screen. Well, actually, I'm going to show you guys right now. Oops, didn't mean to do that. I'm going to turn this off, turn that on. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. So all of this, this playoff picture is set. The only thing that's going to change is, for both teams, is that fourth divisional spot. So, here's what's going to happen. In fact, I'll do this right now for you guys on AI. ChatGPT we'll use. So we'll do the Patriots and the Bills, the Jaguars and the Chargers, and whoever wins this one and the Ravens, or this one between the Steelers and the Ravens, will face off against the Texans, and then we'll figure out whoever does that. Now, like I said, over here, if the Bucks manage to lose, so in fact, the Bucks are gonna be in. So here's what's gonna happen, just to make it a little bit harder on the Eagles, because we want the Eagles to be harder for the Eagles, and make it more realistic. Because the teams that the Eagles have lost to were most of them were playoff teams. I mean, let's look again with that schedule. I mean, can I go back? And Eagles schedule. There we go. So they lost the Buccaneers. They could be a playoff team, but even if they lose, they're out. But if they win, they're in. But what I wanted to do is, since they lost in our book here, I wanted to put that in for you guys. Now wait a minute. Now wait a minute. How am I confused? How was one game flipped, but the record's the same? Because if these two games were flipped, but it doesn't matter because they compensate for each other. So wait a minute. Who did they lose to? Or who did they win that we actually lost to? The Bears. The Bears. We won that game. Okay, fine. Just making sure of that. So the playoff team. So the Buccaneers, they're going to be in our book. So we'll actually have the NFC picture played. The Broncos, they lost to. They lost once to the Giants, but they're not a playoff team. They won against the Bears. The Bears, they're in, right? Yeah, they're in. Jeez, Bears. Did the Bears? Yeah, the Bears have the second seed clinched. So the Bears, Cowboys aren't really a playoff team. Chargers, we lost to. The Bills we won against, but they're in a completely different bracket. So, you guys see what I'm trying to say here. So, we'll actually do this right now. So we'll do the Bears between the Packers, the Eagles and the Rams we'll do. That's what we'll do next. We'll actually do that one. And then the 49ers versus the Buccaneers we'll do. So, well, actually, no, I can't do that because this is still up in the air. This is still up in the air. The Rams are out of that picture right now. The Rams cannot get the number 1 seed. I think no, because the 49ers have the tiebreaker over the Rams, correct? So let me because this is what I don't like about this, it doesn't show kind of what they've clinched. So let me look at standings here real quick. I'm trying to figure this out for you guys. So, yeah. So the Rams have clinched the wild card. They can't get a playoff position. They can't, because the wild card's like the play-in almost, like in basketball. So that's clinched. The Bears have clinched. The Packers have clinched. So that's 3. 4, 5, 6, and of course that this is the 7 and 8 one. So so we can't do that one. So just like So the AFC. We won't know one matchup, which is between the Steelers and the Ravens. Well, wait, I still don't even know this one yet because we still don't know a lot. So I might not do this until next week. Because the Broncos and the Patriots still have a shot at the number 1 seed. This will only change if the Broncos lose and the Patriots win, which is a good possibility. So we'll see about that. Now let me see about the AFC. Now they haven't. The Texans haven't even. The Texans could still win the division. The Texans could still win the division because if the Texans win against the Colts, which they very well could, and the Chargers lose to the Titans, which is likely not going to happen, but they could. I think the Jaguars still have a shot at the first seed too. So yeah, we're not doing any of this today. We're gonna wait until week 18 is over, until we have everything situated, and then we'll do that. And I would rather do it all at the same time only because it just makes more sense. I don't want to do one now and all the rest later, because like for example, like the Patriots and the Bills, it could be the Broncos and the Bills because this spot is still up in the air. Same thing with the Jaguars. It may not be the Jaguars and the Chargers. It may be the Texans and the Chargers, or it may be the same. And if the Texans aren't in that spot, it would be the Jaguars against whoever's in this spot. So like this. So this is up in the air. 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 I don't think the Chargers can really. Yeah, the Chargers have already clinched the wild cards. The only spots that are really set in stone is 6 and 7. Oh, 6, 7. Oh. So that's only that. On this side, this is up in the air, 1 and 5. So whoever wins that game between the Seahawks and the 49ers will take the number 1 seed. So that's up in the air. The Bears, they clinched the division, so they can't catch up to either one of them. So yeah. So I mean, well, now if the 49ers lose, I don't know if they have the tiebreaker over the Bears, but if the 49ers lose and the Bears win, that could be a change. Of course, we're doing the Eagles and whoever the Rams have already a set position, and the Packers are already set in stone. So, again 6 and 7 there. So I'm not going to do anything. And since 6 and 7 don't play against each other, they're playing up against seeds that are still up in there. I can't even do anything. So, yeah. So I'm gonna wait a week, or not even a week, but a whole year. I'm gonna wait a whole year, until 2026 to tell you guys. So yeah, let me put it back to this screen here for you guys because, yeah, because I mean it's gonna be frozen, but once I cue the music. But anyway, that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so we're gonna have the here's the plan. All right, I won't see you guys till next year. That's already given. Because I'm not able to stream this Commanders game until the at least Tuesday. So because they don't play until Sunday, I can't stream a game before the game actually happens. So let's plan on this. Tuesday, I'll stream the game. We'll follow that with seeding and we will sorry guys. So we will follow that with, I might just do it as a video. I might, you know what? I'll do that as a video only because I want you guys to be able to see. I don't want you. I don't think it's really necessary to see it live. It's really honest, and I don't want to put it in one of these streams. The only reason why I'm doing this is because I thought of it in my head just then. So I'll put out a video after the conclusion of Week 18, because everything happens on Saturday and Sunday. There's one game on Saturday, and the rest of the games are on Sunday, I believe. There might be a Monday night game. I'm not sure, but that's what we'll do. So on Tuesday, I will do the actual game between the Commanders and the Eagles. We'll have that squared away. We'll have the Eagles position squared away, and then we'll have I'll send out a video of who wins what for the divisional round. Or you know what I might do? Instead of doing, I want to do this as realistically as I can. I want to do like, should I do the Eagles wild card game, or excuse me, the Eagles wild card game before the I'm just trying to think. Should I do it before I select the teams or after I seed the teams? I think I'll do it. I think I'll do it before, just to kind of, before I think is fine. So here's what we'll do. So rekindling here. Commanders Eagles game on Tuesday when I come back from vacation. Then probably coming out that same day, I'll have a video uploaded of how the wild card games will go outside of the Eagles wild card game. So I'll have 2, 7, 3, 6, 4, 5 in the AFC, and then the AFC, or excuse me, in the NFC, it'll be whatever, likely everything but the 3-6, because the Eagles will likely have the 6 seed. They might edge out the 2. I'm not sure if they still have the 2 seed in reach, but we'll do that. And then whenever I'm available next, I will do the Eagles wild card game. If they win that game, they move on. And this doesn't matter because let me think. By that point, by that point, I wouldn't be able to do it until after Sunday or after whenever they play. So I'd have to wait. So this is going to be a lot of waiting. So guys, if you have any type of content recommendations for me to do, let me know. I'd be more than happy to do that. But we'll do that. So everything will be set in stone, playoffs, everything by Tuesday. All right, that's a promise, unless I can't stream on a Tuesday. And then by the end of the playoffs, I will do the simulation for the wild card game. Now, if for any reason, and I'm gonna actually bring this up again for you guys, because I'm thinking of things over and over again. And I'm just thinking. Now, if for any reason the playoff picture is the same, if it's the same from for example, if the Buccaneers and the Panthers and the Buccaneers win and they go, which I really don't want, and all this is the same, I'll just base it off of the actual game. I'm not gonna base it off of AI. why would I use AI anyway to begin with? I just want to wait until the actual game. Yeah, the only time I would think about using AI is if the Eagles move on and they don't in real life, or they don't move on in real life and we actually move on. Does that make sense? So here we go. New plan. I am literally yapping so much right now. Here's what we'll do. So once the playoff picture is set, so I have this here. This isn't the official playoff picture. But once the playoff picture is set, I will do, well, I'll say this. I'll do the Washington Commanders game, Philadelphia Eagles game on Tuesday, as planned. Everything works out there. By that point, the playoff picture will be set anyway. If the playoff picture is the same like it is in real life, then we'll do that. Like, and it will be, because the Eagles, we're only simulating the Eagles, if that makes sense. So if the Eagles are the 3 seed, they'll be the 3 seed, and then we'll wait for all these games to come in, right? So like, let's say the Packers and the Bears actually play. Once that game's in, whoever wins that game moves on. And we will simulate the Eagles. Let's say it's the Eagles and the Rams. If we play the Eagles if the Eagles play the Rams, we will do that. And then the only thing that will like change, okay? If the only reason I would have to use AI is and I said this before, if the Eagles win in real life, or excuse me, well, no, if the Eagles lose in real life, but we actually simulate the same game and they actually move on, that is where I'd have to like use AI, because it wouldn't be the Eagles playing the Bears or something in real life. It'd be somebody else playing the Bears in real life. And then we'll go from there. Now, the other thing that could change, okay, is if, like I said before, the Buccaneers, I feel, have a much better team. We did win against the Buccaneers in real life, but we lost in our simulation. So I'd like to have the Buccaneers in there. So if the Buccaneers win this game in real life and it ends up, that's fine. But if the Panthers win, I don't want the Panthers in. I want the Buccaneers in. So let's say the 49ers lock up the 5 seed. If they lose that game against the Seahawks, if they lock in the 5 seed, the Panthers, instead of the Panthers playing the 49ers, it'll be the Bucs playing the 49ers, and we'll do that through AI. Like, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So that's what I'm gonna do. I hope that made sense to everybody. I know it's in one of these streams, and I didn't want to, but and I should have explained it in a video or another live stream, but that's how I'm gonna do it. So before I get going, I'm gonna explain it all in one picture, just so you guys know, and I might clip this and send it out. So here's how the playoffs are going to work for our Eagles simulation to complete this series out as much as possible. Okay, so I have the playoff picture here. All right. And disclaimer, this is not the official playoff picture. This is what it would be if the season ended today. So, and of course, these two teams are still fighting it out for that 4th spot in the AFC. Same thing here. Let's start with the AFC, okay? I will tell you guys what I'm going to do with the AFC, because we're not involved in the AFC bracket until if the Eagles make the Super Bowl and they play the AFC team in the Super Bowl. That's when the brackets collide. So, of course, the 1 seed has the bye, so that's not really... Whoa, is my mouse. There we go. Okay. The Broncos, for right now, the Broncos have the bye. The Patriots could very well have the bye. The Jaguars could have the bye also. I think. I'm almost certain. If I'm going to explain this as if, okay? So let's say this bracket it's going to be the same, and the Steelers get in, okay? So it would be Broncos, Patriots, Jaguars, Steelers, Texans, Chargers, and Bills, okay? I am going to let those games happen as they do in real life. I hope that makes sense. So it would be Patriots, Bills, whoever wins that game moves on. Whoever wins the Jaguars, Chargers, whoever wins moves on. And whoever wins the, like we said, as if the Steelers win again, Steelers, Texans, whoever wins that one moves on. And then I believe it's the 2-7 matchup that will play the Broncos. And then it's the whoever wins the 3-6 and the 4-5 that play. Or I think it's the 4-5 that, I'm not sure. Not getting into into little details like that right now. But I'm going to close this because my laptop is losing battery here. So that's that, okay? The AFC is fairly simple now. Like I said, the Steelers may not get in. Maybe the Ravens that get in, okay? Let's move to the AFC. Or excuse me, the NFC. If this is the same, if everything remains the same, and let's say the Panthers go in, all right, here's what I'm going to do. Okay, Seahawks will have the bye. And this is as if. This isn't what will happen. And everything's going to change. Maybe it won't, but there might be changes come after Sunday. So Seahawks have the bye. The Bears play the Packers. The Eagles play the Rams. That's the matchup we're actually going to do. Okay. The Eagles and the Rams. That we're actually going to stream that and what's the word? And simulate that. Okay. Now, if it's the Panthers and the 49ers, is it the Panthers that win and they play the 49ers? Okay, great. That's what's happening in real life. But like I said before in the stream, and I'm likely to clip this. If I do clip this, this is for you guys. I want the Buccaneers in only because the Eagles lost. I want to make the playoff a little bit harder for the Eagles, just to give them a little bit more of a challenge, because the playoffs, it's a challenge in itself anyway. So I want the Buccaneers to be in. So that's where I would use something like AI, or I'd actually simulate a game between the 49ers and the Buccaneers. So one way or another, the Buccaneers are going to be in. Okay, in our simulation. So it'll be the Buccaneers versus the 49ers. We'll figure out who wins that game. And then yeah. And then whatever happens after that, we'll lead again to the actual game. The only way I have to use AI again, or have to stream another game, is if the Eagles move on in our simulation and they don't move on in real life. That's the only reason I would use AI. Does that make sense? Okay, I hope that makes sense. Great. Okay, I don't think I'm going to clip that. I think I'm just going to tell you guys here. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Do all that jazz. All right. But that's what we're going to do. All right. Does that make sense to everybody? I hope it does. Okay. I am done explaining now, because I'm actually really hyped about this. I'm really looking forward to it, especially since the Eagles are in the playoffs, both in real life and here. So I'm looking forward to it. But guys, I'm gonna cue the music, you guys. Where is the song that I use to end this? There it is. Okay. So guys, I'm going to leave you on here, and I'm going to throw it to the screen in just a minute. Let me turn this down. It is loud. All right, guys. Listen, I appreciate each and every last one of you. If you guys were here listening to my whole spiel about that, thank you. for your patience. I appreciate each and every last one of you. Listen, I'm not going to see you guys until the new year. I won't see you guys until Tuesday at the very earliest. So happy new year to everybody. I hope you had a great 2025. I will see you in 2026. You guys have a very happy new year, and enjoy the last few hours of the year of 2025. Guys, I will get out of here now. I'm done wasting your time, and I will see you guys on Tuesday. Happy New Year, guys, and peace until 2026.